Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. By the way, so guys, thank you so much. The last couple of days have been absolutely great for support and momentum. Really, they have been. We've hit multiple goals. We've been hitting it every stream. We're now at 12 out of 20 goals. When we hit 20 goals, it will be DSP Tries It Mod Pizza for the very first time. I have never had mod pizza, and I don't know what it's like. I've seen it all over the place. There's different, it's a franchise, so I've seen the stores around, but I've never actually went inside one to see what it was. So I'm sure it's not authentic Italian East Coast pizza like I'm used to and like, but at the same time, I'm willing to try new things. So I want to give it a shot, and I hope if you like the content, you will support it. In fact, how about this? Let's get some support going right now. We got our first super chat of the day with DZA. How about our member on YouTube who'd like to become a member or give some memberships, right? How about over on the Kick side, all of you spamming the yapping kitty emote, which is funny. I like that emote. How about one of you become a sub right now or give some subs? I see many of the people in chat are not subs. Let's get some subs over on Kick. All right. How about our first tip of the day? All right, let's do it. Let's get a tip. Now, anyone could do that. All right, let's do it. What is so mod about mod pizza? Oh, yeah, look. Create your own pizza from over 40 toppings and 8 finishing sauces. It's always unlimited toppings for one price. Really? Depends on what size you get, though. Ooh, you get a mega thick crust. I probably want that. I don't think they have a thin crust and a thick crust. Maybe I would get one thin crust and one thick crust to try their 2 kinds of pizza. Yeah, wow. They have a ton of sauces, a ton of cheeses, a ton of meats, finishing sauces, veggies. Wow. Interesting. I don't know if it's any good. Well, maybe I'll get one of each. I'll get the thick and the thin and get 2 pizzas to try it. Get all 40 toppings. The pizza will weigh 17 pounds. I should get the Posh Masterpiece. They actually call it that, the Posh Masterpiece. What the hell? They got the weirdest ones. The Mad Dog, the Caspian, the Dylan James, the Jasper. They have a Jasper pizza. It's tomato sauce, mozzarella, spicy chicken sausage, and mushrooms. What the heck? Why do they have one called a Jasper? That's weird. The Tristan, the Dominic, the Lucy Sunshine. What? What is going on? Well, it could be interesting. That does look legit. Looks pretty interesting to me. So, all right. Anyway, so yeah. So let's, guys. That actually made it more interesting to look at it and see they have 2 kinds. We'll probably get 2 custom pizzas with various different toppings and stuff. So let's get some support. Let's get the momentum going today. Let's keep that momentum flowing because it's been going really well this week so far. I would say sadly we were kind of floundering late last week and earlier this week, but now we've recovered from that. And we want to keep stuff moving. So let's get some support right now. Come on, who's going to be our first tip of the day? Who's going to be our first sub of the day? Let's get them right now. Let's do it. Shingen25 tipped $1 and says, I'm watching your playthrough of Like a Dragon Ishin. In part 14, you said a doctor told you not to eat fast food because you're over 40. Now that you eat fast food regularly, did you get a second opinion or do you think the doctor was wrong? Now, the difference is doing it in moderation, correct? Yes, it's true. Eating fast food when you get to a certain age is not a good idea. But if I'm doing it once a week and I'm doing it rationally, it's okay. Yesterday, I ate this absolutely disgusting, dripping with cheese and grease menu from Jack in the Box. It literally was revolting, and I felt awful after I ate it, okay? But I'm not going to eat fast food again until the next time we do DSP Tries It. Right? Another 10 goals hits probably next week. I'm going to do this mod pizza. Between then, I'm going to be eating lean meals, chicken, turkey based, stuff like that. If I eat out, I'm going to get chicken or turkey, stuff like that. I'm not going to be eating red meat. I'm not going to be eating fatty foods. I'm not going to be eating things that are bad for me, not fried foods. I'm going to stay away from it. And that's the difference with fast food that people don't understand. There's nothing wrong with eating fast food if you treat it as the cheat day or the treat day or the odd day out that's not your normal routine. The problem is that Americans in particular have turned fast food into the routine. Like that's the normal meal is to go to McDonald's. That's not a good idea. That's awful. Get it? That's supposed to be, treat day. Oh, I know this is bad for me, but it's okay because I have this every once in a while. Not, this is what I eat every day, and now my arteries are clogged, and my blood pressure is through the roof, and I can barely breathe, and I weigh 400 pounds, and I'm a gelatinous blob that looks like Jabba the Hutt. That's not supposed to be what you humans do, but that's what a lot of humans do. It's disgusting. No self-control, no realization, nothing, just stupidity. So as long as I keep it in moderation, we're good. If we had a week, all right, I'll give you an example. If we had a week where all of a sudden support was so much that we hit 3 goals in 1 week, yeah, I'm probably going to tell everyone, guys, I'm sorry, I can't eat fast food 3 times this week unless we found healthier alternatives, right? Like let's say one time I go to actual fast food, then maybe we order from a restaurant that has healthier cuisine so we can balance it or ration it out there. You can't just keep doing it all the time, okay? So no, my doctor is right. I'm over 40. I shouldn't be eating fast food. If I'm going to eat it, it has to be sparing. Having it once a week for DSP tries it is fine as long as everything else that I'm eating that week is good. My breakfasts now consist of egg whites and a turkey sausage on a little light thing like a muffin or a what do you call it? A English muffin, right? Or a little mini bread ciabatta thing. It's like 150 calorie breakfast. I don't really snack during the day at all. I drink filtered water. I actually took all sodas, all sugary drinks out of my diet. I just drink filtered water all day long. My dinners are usually lean, healthier dinners, stuff like that. Like this, I think we might be having burrito bowls today, which is slow cooker chicken, which is just the chicken, not the skin or nothing, just the chicken, slow cooker seasoned with black beans, pico de gallo, rice. We don't even put cheese in it. We don't even put cheese in there. You know what I mean? Like it's healthier stuff. That's what I eat. So that's why, again, that's why I look like this. That's why I went from this and this, my face all swollen and huge, and this to this, because I stopped doing the bad stuff. Thank you, Donna, for a membership, and then Zing, so it's probably a gifted membership. So, yeah, there you go. Donna is actually a troll, so Donna, enjoy your ban. Do I have any wisdom after turning 40? If you woke up as a 30-year-old tomorrow, what would you do differently? What do you do to preserve your youthful spirit as a gamer as you age? Well, number one, what changed when I turned 40? Well, I'll tell you right now, my body is feeling older. My joints don't feel as good. My hand, I've told you guys I'm going to eventually get some issues with muscles and stuff in my hand. It's tighter. It hurts. I do get a little bit trouble, moving around as actively as I used to. I'm not just spry where I could just like leap out of bed like I used to be able to. When I eat a meal, like a big meal, like dinner, I feel tired right after. I do. Like, I feel like, man, I want to take a nap. And that never happened. All of a sudden, the last few years, this has begun. Where now I get that sleepy ass time after I eat a big meal. Like, oh man, it's just every time, stuff like that, so and that just happens. It's natural as you get older. Those are just things that you have to get used to, and you have to accept them. I mean, take a look at me. My hair is starting to turn gray a lot more. Your face gets wrinkly. It's stuff that you have to expect as you get older. But you can, the way I see it, I can either age gracefully and accept it, or I can deny it and do everything I can to try to stop it, including getting hair implants, dyeing my hair and facial hair, and doing facial treatments to try to make the wrinkles and eye lines go away. But do I really care? Like, number one, I'm happily married. My wife and I are happy with each other and how we look and everything. We're not, self-conscious of each other. You know what I mean? Like, we're happy. So it's not like, oh, I have to have like a midlife crisis where I think I have to look good or whatever. I don't really care. Um, and I'm a gamer who literally is online every day playing games and hanging out with you guys. I'm not some kind of a freaking model. I'm not a daily vlogger, who thinks, oh, I'm going to get an audience because I look attractive and shit. I don't have to worry about that. People who position themselves like that, I feel like they're setting themselves up to fail because everyone is going to get old, okay? I think some people don't realize that. They literally think they're going to look the same forever. They're not. You're going to get old. You're going to get wrinkles. You're going to, feel different. You're going to look different. So just accept it. It's a fact of life. It's the human condition. Instead of trying to deny what's going to inevitably happen, right? So there you go. Now, as for if I woke up 30 years old, if there's something different I would do, oh, absolutely. I told you guys this, that in my early YouTube days, I started when I was around 27. Okay. The first 3 to 5 years, dude, I treated myself like crap. I was drinking constantly, up all night, drinking, playing games late, all hours of the night, not getting sleep. Basically just kind of destroying myself. My diet was atrocious. I was eating, no lie, I was eating fast food every day, which is the opposite of what I do today. That's what I was doing back then. I was every day, I would wake up and play games for hours and then go to a fast food restaurant and power load myself with fast food. Burgers, chicken sandwiches, veggie burgers, things like this, wolf it down, and then get back to work playing and then drinking again, and real bad, really, really bad. I would not do that. I would go back and change that entirely. I would probably try to work out and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, you don't know how positive of a change you can have until you kind of have it. So now that I'm lighter, now that I'm under 200 pounds, okay, I feel much better than I used to, because I used to always be overweight and I would feel awful. My knees would hurt. My back would be killing me, everything. Now that I've lost that crazy excess weight, I feel so much better. And I wish that my 30-year-old self would have understood that if I put a little bit of time and effort into that and changing my life for the better in that regard, probably things would have been a lot better. Okay. Now again, I always answer this question the same way. You said, so what about, with gaming, how do you keep yourself fresh and from being burnt out? Variety. Variety is the answer. Variety is the secret. Because if I just did one genre, if I only played first-person shooters, if I only played fighting games, if I only played driving games, if I only played RPGs, I would get burnt out. But because I juggle so much stuff, okay, so much stuff, that allows me to feel fresh. That allows me to feel like I'm never doing too much of the same. And any day I could come and do something different. Like, look, today we're doing Mind's Eye and Minecraft. Tomorrow we're doing Lies of P and Claire Obscure. On Friday, we'll be doing old school fighting games with Friday Night Fights. And then next week, we'll be doing driving stuff. So there you go. Look at that big variety. How could I possibly get burned out when at any moment I'm doing something different, right? That's a good thing. The variety is actually keeping me engaged and interested, when otherwise other people may be like, oh man, this certain industry is burnt out. Well, good thing I'm not just doing the one thing. I'm doing so much, right? Like right now, if I was only into fighting games, dude, I'd be hating my life. Seriously. Because Street Fighter 6 ain't it anymore. Street Fighter 6 is boring, repetitive, the samey shit over and over. And that's the popular fighting game. To force myself to have to play a game I don't like, I'd be like torture. So I'm glad that I don't. I'm glad that I've diversified and I can do things enough difference, between these streams that I don't get burnt out. Okay. You have $300 in Bitcoin. You need to know how to send it to me. What you need to do is you need to take that Bitcoin and convert it to actual money, and then you can donate it via a tip or, a super chat instead of this nonsensical virtual currency. It's just go do that. Go get some real money and then come back, and then we can talk. How about that? It's like going to the store. I'd like to pay with Bitcoin. and the person says, the fuck out. What's wrong with you? Slap your face. Just like that right there. Slap you right in the store in front of everyone. All right. By the way, your grandmother must look incredibly attractive. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. Okay. Flat cream soda. No, everyone, it's the same story no matter what. I never knew my grandparents, but my great aunt basically served the role as my grandmother. And there were days when I would go to my great aunt's house and she would look after me for the day. And she'd always be like, do you want some soda? And it was always like diet soda, which I'd never had before. And I would have it like, oh, well, it tastes so weird. Or she'd have like fruit sodas. You know, you get the different ones, you know, the grape or the orange. But the thing is, she would buy it when it was like on sale at like a discount store. She would go like, it used to be like Kmart. Like, you know, they don't exist anymore. But she would go to Kmart. Oh, it's on sale for like, you know, 20 cents. So she'd buy the bottle and she would leave it in her house for like 8 months. And then I would finally come over and she was like, here's some soda. It would be so flat. So incredibly flat soda. Like no carbonation whatsoever in it. All right. All right, folks. I think it's time to end the show. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for the early support. I appreciate that. Again, let's keep the momentum going. We have 4 straight streams. We hit the goals, and we're going nice and smooth in that regard. Let's keep that going. I think today, Mind's Eye will likely be half funny and half boring, but I think it's going to be fun to see all the bugs and things in it. So I hope you'll stick around for Mind's Eye. But in the meantime, folks, I'm going to go on a break. About 10 to 15-minute break, roughly. And then I'll be back, and it's time for 2.5 to 3 hours of Mind's Eye. Please stick around, and let's get some support when I come back. Let's hit that goal, and let's get more into this ridiculous game, okay? In the meantime, enjoy some quick highlight clips.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.